Hello and welcome to the Antelope Valley Fairgrounds for the 2023 edition of Motorsport Mayhem. I'm Jeffrey Best alongside Tommy Mason, and we are Low Budget TV.
We have the compact cars on the arena. It is a demolition derby with these front-wheel drive machines. Always fun to watch to see how these drivers can keep these cars together and running here at the Antelope Valley Fairgrounds. And the Compact Car Demo Derby is at the ready. There's a Mad Dog trophy that is up for grabs on top of the win, so the Mad Dog can get you some extra money in that pocket for putting on some extra hits.
I like a little extra incentive. Here are our drivers lined up and ready to go for this one.
Now, if you've seen some low-budget TV coverage in the past, you've seen a lot of these driver names mixed in with some of the locals and some newbies. So always fun to see the newbies and the veterans do battle here, especially in these compact cars. The field is set. Look at the size of this arena. Every inch is about ready to be used
by these little compact cars. All right, green flag is in the air. The Compact Demolition Derby of 2023 has begun.
So these cars are a bit more fragile than the bigger vehicles that you're used to seeing at the fairground demolition derbies. But Jeffrey, these cars are also a whole lot of fun to be derbying with.
I was going to say, we doing our Chino coverage, I see some of these cars that came from Chino.
Yeah, absolutely. Some of them get multiple use out of it. Some of these cars have been used in the past and maybe have fallen out early, and a lot of them are just trying to clean up the yard to run again.
There are some questionable paint schemes in here that I'll point. The 444. I'm trying to figure out what that paint scheme is. I don't know what I'm looking at, but that's okay.
Well, you can't miss the loving car of Barrios there in the 127.
That is lovely. Taco. Oh, we're slamming back over here. The 21X receiving a big hit, Joshua Klein.
So I want to point out this 21X car. It might look a little bit different.
It does.
That car is a very well-built, rear-wheel drive, 4-cylinder demo derby car. When I say it's very well-built compared to all these front-wheel drive compact-type cars, that thing looks monstrous. However, I think that look is also making him the pin in the battle as everybody's trying to take him down early.
It's a 5150 sandwich.
Yeah. Here come the 69 and the 444.
How often are there enough 5150 cars on the racetrack to get sandwiched by them?
Yeah, we got two. We got Berlin Hardy and Kenny Boisvert.
Now, Kenny there on the left side.
Ooh, and Pacella with a hit.
We've done this in derbies before, driving compact cars, where you see a car that you're like, well, this is the one to take out.
Yeah, and they're working on that right now. So the 21, unfortunately, 21X of Joshua Klein, he's free-o. He is free from that hang-up.
That thing just brings me right back to Eve of Destruction.
Yes, absolutely. I believe that is a Gremlin, and that is the FU2 fabrication 21X. And you see this field, this is a big course. So everybody able to spread out just a little bit. And with that spread out, you can also lay in some good hits. If the opportunity arises, you can get a lot of speed. We've seen in another demolition derby, Chino Challenge, PT Cruisers, they seem to hold up pretty good.
Yeah. So we're seeing this one here. The 444 with a very interesting pink and green paint scheme laying in the hits there. So Klein is going to have to deal with that. I also wonder how much it changes the look of this car purely because of the fact that it's got the big old mud tires on it.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, that thing looks like a full-size derby car. This is what you would see in the Midwest and other big derbies across the country. Hasn't made its way out west yet. In fact, these are the cars that you typically see in the 4-cylinder compact type class and bone stock type cars. So that 21 of Klein, he's taking some hits early, and he's going to give some hits now.
Ooh, going after the love.
After the 127 of Barrios, and immediately gets clipped again.
Oh, man. The whole field's after this 21 right now.
But you're right, Jeffrey. This is unfortunate and part of the fun, too. It's unfortunate and exciting for all of us to watch because when you're in that position, of course, you've got the biggest target on your back. But for all of us spectating, it's a lot of fun to see if they can take down that car that everyone's thinking.
Well, there's a reason you do not want to use your front end, especially in a compact car derby. And it looks like the 21 may have just punctured the radiator. Some of the cars starting to struggle here early. The 18 looks like Marissa Merchain might be struggling. The 13-13 of Rebecca Doyle.
These cars are surprisingly pretty good on dirt. You would think maybe with something like these, you don't get the traction, you don't have the type of tires that can really pull yourself out of situations. But I think you pointed out a while back, these cars are lighter than the full-size cars, and they can actually get some speed going and some pull.
But we've also been in scenarios on asphalt in compact cars where if you lose a drive tire, that you just don't go anywhere.
Absolutely.
I imagine it's got to be worse on the dirt.
Either worse or maybe there's enough tread on some of the tire that you can get a little bit of traction when needed. Oh, big hit there. It looks like that was a 5150 of Kenny Bover. And the 49.
The 444 just spit in the tire there. So that's not working out for the PT Cruiser this time. Also the 94 sitting around. That's Lena Garcia. Well, that 21X, they still have work to do if they're going to be taking that thing out.
Yeah, that thing is still moving pretty good.
I don't even see anyone going after anyone else.
Yeah.
I think they know what they have to do.
That is the story right there. The PT is stuck.
Oh, here we go.
444.
9X. I thought was going to line up a shot, but the 49 got there first. Gilbert Estrada.
9X.
Yeah, Cindy Rodriguez.
Cindy's been working pretty good with that 9X. Kind of just working the hits. Not trying to spend too much energy.
Sandwich time there. Pacella getting a good hit to the front end of the 21. Now remember, it looked like that car may have had a radiator puncture earlier. And if that's the case, this car's on borrowed time.
Yeah, absolutely. And they're not going to let it get any air to breathe. That's for sure.
Dan Pacella, a longtime competitor in that number 69. He not only competes a lot, but the PT Cruiser's running again.
Oh yeah.
But Dan has his hand in
I'm pretty sure Dan has built most of these cars on the track.
Yeah. It's incredible the amount of work he puts into it.
He does.
And certainly deserves praise for helping keeping all the demolition derbies going as strong as they do, not only at this fair, but other fairs. Orange County Fair. Very involved. And the 21X is not moving.
Yeah, that thing doesn't seem to be moving at all.
The 94 came back to life, though.
I do appreciate the FU2 Fabrication 21X because it's got middle fingers on top of the exhaust stack. So when that thing's on the throttle, you see two middle fingers going airborne. Creativity. Look at the PT going across the track.
All right. I like questionable paint jobs. I just don't know what it's supposed to be.
I wonder if it's supposed to be those,
it looks like green
strawberry
pants.
candies.
Maybe. I don't know.
It's kind of a weird color. Strawberry's red, not pink.
You tell them.
I am. All right, there's Pacella. There's a 311 of Melissa Fife.
Yeah, haven't talked a lot about Melissa here. The 5150X of Berlin Hardy.
49 you see on the bottom of the screen. That's the 49 of Gilbert Estrada. Gilbert's been out there working over some cars. Garcia in the 94.
Now, Garcia was probably a bit close to being timed out. That car was sitting for a while. Actually stuck with the PT Cruiser. They must have been stuck together because they eventually figured it out. I'm wondering if somebody came by and helped them out.
Maybe.
Getting unhooked.
Still got some cars, more than a handful left in this derby.
We do. This is the part where if you're a competitor, you're starting to look at maybe who's struggling more. You also always want to pay attention to who looks like they're the hardest hitter you might not want to kick that beehive.
No.
Let them go after other cars and take down who you can. But Pacella there with a big hit from the 311. 2 front-end hits there. Again, that can compromise your radiator.
I think we all kind of keep an eye on that 21X out of movement, and it is not moving at all. So Klein likely done for this Derby. They've taken out the overdog.
And Kenny Boisvert also sitting, looking like he may be out as well. Pacella not rolling well right at the moment. He's getting it going. So now we still have a lot of cars for how far we are into this Derby. If you're in this Derby right now, what are you doing?
I think you're sizing up competitors. You're also trying to make your hits count. You could work on maybe some smaller hits here and there, but because of this field size still, you don't want to put yourself in a spot to open yourself up for someone else big hit on you.
Kind of right there. You saw it with the 311 as Melissa Fife got put in a situation where next thing you know, you have 3 or 4 cars coming at you at the same time. The PT Cruiser being one of them. That thing looks like someone stepped on the PT Cruiser.
On the back, at least.
It just doesn't look like it did.
The 313, Kevin Fife. This car ran at the...
And those are Smurfs. I was questioning that at the Chino Derby.
Oh,
Ooh.
the 49 combo shot there. Gilbert Estrada.
Oh, man. Smurf, yeah.
When you have the floor space that you do in this Derby, you can get some speed.
You see that left rear locking up on the 9X. So Cindy Rodriguez, that does affect your maneuverability and, of course, your speed in these vehicles. And I thought we were going in for the crunch. Probably wise to not do that. You have 2 cars fighting against one on the front end.
Ooh, another swing and a miss.
I don't think Rodriguez cares about that front end too bad. Now, this is a problem.
Oh, and especially when the 49 of Estrada shows up. The 5150X, Berlin Hardy, has an argument happening with her front tires. They're arguing which direction to go.
Towed in. Okay.
I'm counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, possibly 6 cars still running.
Now, we know that there is that Mad Dog Award that's up for the running, and I don't think that's something that we've really focused on with AV Fair Derbies in the past.
That's true. It seems to be a newer addition. There's been some good action in this one, namely lately out of the 49 of Estrada, so Estrada might be up in the running with that Mad Dog.
I think Estrada would have to be up in the running. Now, there were some hits earlier, of course, that were pretty big and sizable, but that late hit, that's when you're getting the fans on their feet. When you're still delivering hits like that this late into the Derby, it's one thing to do it when all your cars are fresh, but if you could line that up at a time where your car's not driving as well as it was, they always like to play that one song here. I'm not as good as I once was. Well, this is the part where you're playing that song.
Mm-hmm.
Did they play it?
Oh, I'm sure. I think they played every song in the universe. Well, we're still derbying out here. It looks like there's still about 6 or so cars left in the running. Estrada, Pacella on the left side. Fife, Hardy.
Ooh.
The officials are flashing at somebody right now.
Nice hit there. Pacella into the 313 of Kevin Fife.
Lena Garcia in the 94.
Ooh.
Lena or Lena. What would you say, Lena or Lena in the 94?
Garcia.
You can say LG.
I was saying Lena, but I could be wrong. I probably am wrong. If you're asking me a name, it's probably not the right one.
Oh, and we got them stacking up in the center. That's the 9X getting all the heat right now. Cindy Rodriguez. Great mix of female and male competitors.
Now, there is a rule in just about any demolition derby, and it has to do with the driver door. You do not want to hit the driver door of a competitor. You will very likely get disqualified for that. Now, sometimes they will call it based on intent if you try to stop, but you don't want to do that. You don't want to take yourself out this late in the game.
No. Oh, and a shot there. Lena making a big hit on the 9X of Cindy.
Lena's making sure that we know Lena's name.
Mm-hmm.
But this is a name that we're certainly figuring out. Estrada and the number 49. This car has... Look at the back end. That's your sign that not only has utilized this back end very well, now using the front end as well, but still driving well. That car is still hanging in there. Definitely one of the strongest cars still out on track and not afraid to lay in the hits as that 9X is struggling.
It looks like the 49 has only got forward gear, or it's only used the front end because maybe can't even see too well out of the back. I know that's always been a struggle for me.
Might not have brakes.
Later in the derbies, these cars, they fold up so well in the back that they actually obstruct your vision. And you kind of just start getting desperate and rather use the front end. But yeah, the 49 stopped. Yeah, Estrada looking like it's not going to get out of that. Oh, well, now the 5150 move. just to make way for the 49. Yeah. But I don't think that 49's moving right now. 5150 is going to try. Now, that's a 5150X. That is Berlin Hardy. The 9X, despite how bad this front end looks, is looking pretty good. I was not expecting this car to be handling this well this late into the Derby. Now, that's Dan Pacello in the 69 going up against the 313. That's Fife, Kevin Fife. And the 49's rolling. Yeah, we got about 5 cars left in it, it seems. Look at that 49. The left rear is just about falling off. It's not looking right. Look at that. He's got rear steer. He does. Ooh, good laying there. Kevin Fife delivering a hit. The 9X of Rodriguez. Taking that. The PT Cruisers. They're trying to dig the PT Cruiser out. A lot of effort taking place there. Looks like Pacello is falling out of this one. That 69 digging into the dirt. We talked about if you get a flat tire in these front-wheel drive cars, you see it right there. Just no bite. And look at the back end of this 49 of Estrada. Nothing left. Lining up the next shot. The 49. You do wonder, why was this car not moving earlier? Was it a battery issue? Was it struggling on the starter? Was it just stuck? If it was stuck and got unstuck, that might be the best case scenario for the 49. Otherwise, it's dealing with some mechanical issues. Oh! Pacello's like, I told you guys I was done. Cindy Rodriguez found an opportunity to get at that messed up rear wheel of the 49. Ooh, another big delivery there. The 49 of Estrada. This 313 is trying to hop out of the seat that it's So Kevin Fife trying to work his way out of the hole that he's dug in. Did we just... Oh, no, the 94 is still running. We're down to the 94 and the 49. Oh. The 94 is looking around. And going again, okay. Garcia in the 94, Estrada in the 49. If you mix up numbers easily, this is going to get very confusing. Oh, they go head on to each other. Now, Estrada immediately goes to it looks like the battery maybe in the passenger seat. Was that the hit that knocked the 49 out? Here comes the 94 back for more. Garcia. I'm actually somewhat surprised if this is the end of the Derby. I figured the 49 might have had it. And that's why you stay till the end. If this is a battery issue, the 49 is going to try to hook it back up. Sometimes those cables can come loose. Could this have been the issue that we might have seen earlier? That's what I'm thinking. And it's very possible. It just showed up again. Well, this is easy now for the 94. Lena Garcia just waiting it out. I wouldn't put my hand near that stick. No. And the stick has been pulled. Lena Garcia, the 94, is your winner of the Antelope Valley Fair 2023. What a show we saw here with the compact cars. Great field of competitors. We saw drama. We saw strategy. We saw it all and some big hits here at the Antelope Valley Fair. Compact Car Demolition Derby. A great mixture of competitors, both male and female, and they all put it down. But the woman won, Lena Garcia. Congratulations to her big victory. And the number 94.